Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today making my predictions for the 2021 edition of Survivor Series. A show that currently has 6 matches listed on it, and to me feels like it got lost in the shuffle of all the other things happening in the WWE right now. As the card currently sits, we have a spot open on the men's and women's team of each of the Smackdown teams for the traditional elimination matches. And last night on Monday Night Raw, Rey Mysterio got replaced by Austin Theory. So who knows who could be the 5th person for each of the Smackdown teams. So let's not waste any more time and hop right into my predictions for Survivor Series. And match number 1 will be the men's Survivor Series Elimination Tag Team match, where we'll have Team Raw versus Team Smackdown, and for Team Raw we have Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory. And on Team Smackdown we have Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, and Happy Corbin, with one person still to be announced. For the 5th man on the Smackdown team, if we go off of the lead they just had on Raw, where they put someone who's new to the main roster on the team, the choices for SmackDown could be anyone from Hit Row, Ridge Holland, or Von Wagner, who was just standing around last Friday night. Or they can go with one of the old standbys and put Cesaro on the team and let him do what he does best. But I feel like regardless of who the 5th person on the SmackDown team is, unless they pull Brock Lesnar out, which I don't think they will, but I believe Team Raw will be the victors here in this match. I just look at what Raw has set up, where they have Seth Rollins already being the number 1 contender to face Big E for the WWE Championship, and I feel they'll use this as Rollins continuing to be like, I run the show, this is my show, I wanted Survivor Series, the team I was a captain of wanted Survivor Series, this is all because of me that Raw was successful on Sunday, and this will just add a layer into that match that's going to happen sooner than later for the WWE Championship. So now on to our next match. In match number 2 will be our first champion versus champion match, where we'll see the United States champion Damian Priest take on the Intercontinental champion Shinsuke Nakamura. This match seems like an easy layup to me. If we've seen how stuff's been going on SmackDown for Nakamura and the new look of Damian Priest, I believe Damian Priest will be getting the win in this match. Damian Priest has had a completely different overhaul in his character in the past couple of weeks and months on Raw, and I just think that WWE is going to try to push that even more here with him defeating the Intercontinental champion to show that the US title is the higher title in their eyes. So now on to match number 3. And this will be our second traditional Survivor Series elimination match, this being the women's match, where we'll have Team Raw versus Team Smackdown. And on Team Raw, we have Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina. And on Team Smackdown, we have Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Natalya, and a person to be announced. So for the 5th woman on the Smackdown Survivor Series team, if we just go off of who's on the Smackdown roster who could potentially do this, there really aren't that many options. You have Naomi, Toni Storm, Sonya Deville could put herself in the match, or they can debut Xia Li at Survivor Series. But if we go off of the storyline that's currently taking place on SmackDown, where Aaliyah was just taken off the team, I don't think you could put a face in her role. So I think that eliminates Toni Storm and Naomi from being the 5th person on the team. So that would just leave either Xia Li or Sonya Deville, unless they bring someone up from NXT. If they were to bring someone up from NXT, the two I think that just jump off the page here are either Kaylee Ray or Dakota Kai. And I think whoever this 5th person is, they'll be joining the winning team, because I believe Team SmackDown will beat Team Raw in this matchup. The reason I think Team SmackDown is going to win is just I look at how the SmackDown Women's Division is, and they need people to go after Charlotte Flair next, and a win here could help all 5 of the women on the team get to that. Sasha and Shotzi are kind of in their little rivalry. Maybe they could have a number 1 contenders match where that goes after Flair. But maybe Shayna Baszler gets a shot. This 5th person could be the mystery woman to go after Charlotte Flair next. Who knows? But I believe the SmackDown women's team will reign supreme on Survivor Series. So now on to match number 4. And match number 4 will be our second champion versus champion match, where we'll see the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch take on the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. There's a lot of rumors going into this match. People on here think there's going to be like a screw job or something here. I don't honestly see it. I just think they're going to have their normal Charlotte-Becky match will be pretty decent. And I think Becky Lynch will win and defeat Charlotte Flair. My reason for thinking this is we just go back to the last match where I have Team SmackDown beating Team Raw. Becky winning and beating Charlotte just puts more into that narrative of Liv Morgan can't beat her, and that'll add more to their story when they go for their championship match later down the line. Becky will just use the "you couldn't win with a team, do you honestly think you have a chance to beat me by yourself," which will lead to Liv Morgan starting to become more and more of a maybe she could pull this off as the weeks go on leading into their title match, where she starts pulling stuff out left and right. She looks like she can catch Becky at any moment. So now on to match number 5. In match number 5, we'll see our tag team champions taking on one another, where we'll see the Usos, the Smackdown Tag Team Champions taking on the Raw Tag Team Champions of RK Bro. This just seems to me like the Usos are with Roman Reigns. I don't see things going bad for most people linked to Roman Reigns right now, and I think the Usos will win this matchup. I just see this match being used as more to fuel this Riddle Randall little fracas they have every now and then, where they just seem like they're slightly not on the same page. And this will help the Usos just become more dominant and help the Bloodline be looked at as even more of the top dogs in the WWE. So now on to our main event of the evening. And this will be our last champion versus champion match, where it'll be the world champions colliding, where we'll see WWE champion Big E take on the Universal champion Roman Reigns. I feel like Friday will have some big pull apart or something between the two after what happened on Monday, but when this match is over, it won't be looking good for Big E when Roman Reigns picks up the win. I feel like this match will be really good. Roman's good in the ring, Big E's good in the ring. I just hope that this is Roman Reigns' toughest test to date, where it looks like, one slip up and Big E could have had him. He just couldn't do it. Or the Usos came in to help him, and with Kofi being injured, the New Day only had one extra guy who could help him, and this leads to Roman getting that win where it could have been just 1 inch and Big E would have beat the big dog here. And this will leave the fans thinking what could have been if these two were just one-on-one in this match. So that'll do it for my predictions for the 2021 edition of Survivor Series. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you like what I'm doing on this channel and want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching.